हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम ॐ शन्नो मित्रं शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्भक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु भक्तारम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। Upadesha-saram. From the childhood, Ramana Maharshi ji had an inclination for meditation and knowledge. In Meenakshi Madurai temple, there is a street where Ramana Maharshi ji's home is there. Now also it is there. Years before I visited. And he and his brother, they were going to the school. And when he's in the school, he will say, yes, I understand, I understand. Coming home, when they have to do the homework, he will say, I forget. Then his brother say, okay, I will teach you. So again he will teach him. Then he said, I don't understand this, whether it's a math or English. So he didn't have any interest in study. He said, better I meditate. So here for hours he was doing meditation. And always he had this, who am I? So that means he was a very great soul, understand. Previous birth, all this, whether it's a study of Vedanta, devotion, because in Gita, Bhagavan says, Anek janma samsiddha tato yati param gati. This is not one birth. Many births, whatever, without any selfish motive, when we are performing the actions, it accumulates certain type of punya. There are two types of punyas. One is called adhibhautika punya, which gives you the luxury, name, fame, money here in this life, or life after in heaven. Swarga. It's called Adi Bhautika Punya. But for Vedanta, we need Adhyatmika Punya. That's why Gita Bhagavan says, Yogina karma kurvanti sangam tyaktva atma shuddhai. All these selfless actions, they also create the result, but not for particular enjoyments. And such adhyatmic punya merits bring us to Vedanta. And it is like from so many births we were doing all these activities. We have this desire to know. So many births, it's not one birth. So he also had all this. So in this birth, all these meditations, all this pondering upon the self, in Shastra, it is called pratibandhaka. Some kind of inhibition, some kind of the obstacles are there, which we have to remove. So he was a realized soul of modern age, understand. And he was teaching in Tamil, basically. And once he has written these all verses in Tamil, actually, original is of Tamil. Then one of his students, who was a scholar, he asked him to translate into Sanskrit. And that's why we have this Sanskrit Upadesha-saram. Original is Tamil. And it's very special chanda is there. So there is special tune is there for this song. But very nice. And it is a saram means essence. This is the essence of the teaching of Vedanta. That's why called Upadesha-saram. So we'll chant the first two verses. कर्तुराज्ञया प्राप्यते फलम् कर्तुराज्ञया प्राप्यते फलम् कर्म किं परं कर्म तज्जडम् कर्म किं परं कर्म तज्जडम् कृतिमहो दधौ पतनकारणम् कृतिमहो दधौ पतनकारणम् फलमशाश्वतं गतिनिरोधकम् फलमशाश्वतं गतिनिरोधकम् कर्तुः the Mangalacharan. Who is the Karta? Who is a Jagat Karta? All these are like aphorism, sutra. Sutra means minimum words are used. Agna means order. Prapyate phalam. The result of our actions are gained because of the order of Karta, Jagat Karta, Creator. So why do you say? Because I perform action and I will get the result. I perform action, I get result. Why kartuhu agyeya? Because next line says, karma kim param karma tad jadam. In the first verse only, he discarded all this karma kanda. Understand? Karma itself cannot create the result of the action because karmas are jada, inert. Anything which is born and which is gone is inert, understand this. So karma started and it ends. Then who produced the result? So in Gita also Bhagavan says what? Karmanyeva tava adhikar. You have a say over your actions. Ma phaleshu kadaj. Never over the result of the action. Why? Because between the karma and result of the actions, so many other factors are functioning day and night. But the result of the action is not in our hand. Understand? We can plant the tree. Where I live, there are sugar cane farming is there. I grow sugar. Does he grow sugar cane? If he is growing sugar cane, then daily morning he has to go and he has to do what? He has to grow sugar cane, right? Does he grow? No. He plant. And result is not in your hand, in my hand. Ishvara is the one who is giving the result of the action. Understand? He is the karta. He is the doer. Even action also we are not performing. We think, I do, ahankara, aham karomi iti ahankara. I speak, I walk, I talk, I earn money. Karma also we are performing, but not totally we. And all Ishvara's anugraha, kartu agyaya means his anugraha. It's a grace of Ishvara. Because of grace of Ishvara only we are performing actions. Because of grace of Ishvara only we get the result of the action. So, kartuhu, understand, creator. All physicists, they are afraid of this word, creator. They don't want this word in physics. They think everything is happening by itself. Now, there is a new person, new scientist is there. Like Stephen Mayer, some new young person. He has challenged this Darwin theory. He has challenged this DNA theory. We think it all happens. Nothing happens by itself. Therefore, by first sentence, first verse, Ramana Maharshi is telling us that besides you, somebody else is functioning day and night. Who is he? Why you are telling this way? Because result of the action, whether you build this home, look at this. To change the world, you have to cut. This land is on my name. There is a paper. Bhumi, we call. Air, fire, water. What do we produce? Except pollution. Whole thing. It's a huge order. Everything is functioning by itself. But there is somebody. In Sanskrit we call Asti Kaschid Apar Shakti. What we call DNA, they cannot function by itself. ATGC you call. The four are there. in Seattle when they had this human chromosome, analysis. Whole project was there. They were decoding the all DNA. The person who was the director of that project, Colin, his name, he was atheist. He thought this all DNA is functioning. Why you need this God? Because of DNA only and all these things. When he was halfway, he realized there are special way of arrangements. So that particular arrangement, this is for the heart muscle. This particular arrangement, this is for the shape of the heart. This is the special arrangement of DNA eyes. And they found some of them are like a junk DNA. They call it junk because they didn't find the function of that particular portion of DNA. So they call it junk DNA. Then they found they are not junk, and though they are not coded for the particular aspect of body, but they are required for DNA. So he was surprised that all these arrangements. And then he started thinking there should be an intelligent being behind these arrangements. Asti kaschit apar shakti. Then he has written book. It's available now also, Amazon. He says this DNA is the language of God. But who is God? Kartuhu. That's a definition, understand? Kartuhu, what gives us? Karta. He is Jagat Karta. He is the creator. He is not only the creator, understand? He is the material also. Both. Maker and material. He is not only the maker, he is the material. And because of this order, your order means not he is ordering something, understand? Agna, order word means there is a harmony, there is a vyavastha, we call. Samvadita. In Sanskrit we call Samvadita. Sun is sun, moon is moon, water is water, fire is fire, mango is mango, understand? That's called vyavastha. Samvadita, harmony. Generally we take word order as like his order. In our culture there is no order of Bhagwan. It's a vyavastha, it's harmony. Everything is in order. Somebody is angry, that is also order. Somebody frustrated, that is also order. It's within the order of Ishvara. Anything is happening, order. I open my mouth, I talk, an order. I talk in English, an order. You understand English, an order. And you eat food, an order. It get digested, an order. Monkey is monkey and cat is cat. Order. We have to see this. Whole creation is one big order. Vyavastha. Samvadita. Everything is functioning in order. I always tell people, we are all Surya Vamshi. Understand? Why? After sunrise, we wake up. What time you wake up doesn't matter. Sunrise on its own time. Rutu, all the seasons are in order. We think, no, Mataji, we never had this much heat here. That you are thinking of order. Understand? Kartuhu agya. There is a huge order is functioning. You perform this action, you get this result. In Gujarati we say, you plant the neem tree and you think there will be a mango on it. You plant the neem tree, you will have a neem leaves. Order. Your seeing also is order. Your hearing also is order. Everything is an order. Not seeing also an order. And you can cure it also is an order. That's why when we see the disorder also is an order. Why? Because there is a reason behind it. There is a cause behind it. So, Ramana Maharshi says, this result of the action is also an order. It's not forcing you. You perform and you get it. In Shastra it's called Yatha Karma Yatha Shrutam. As you perform, so you get it. That means what? Whatever is happening in our life, it is an order. Understand? But action cannot produce result because action is inert. And we are dedicated to action. Our whole life is dedicated to this action. I will do this, I will do that, I will go there, I will meet him. Vedanta, the beginning of Vedanta is that you develop the dispassion, vairagya for the karma. Action doesn't take you anywhere. Even if you get this human body because of your actions. In human body, you do another action. Then you get another body. So whole life is dedicated to the actions. We can't sit without performing an action. How many? He is workaholic. Everybody is workaholic. They have to do something. If you don't do something, then you feel like, I'm useless. I can't do. So, Ramana Maharshi is showing us the red light. What? Kruti moho dadhav patana karana. Why you are fallen in this sansar sagara, ocean of becoming? Understand? Bhava sagara. Because of actions. Not only that. The result of action, what we get is also what? Ashashvatam. temporary, bound by time. Whatever action you perform, that result is what? Bound by time and space, limited. Gita also Bhagavan says, it's called karma ninda. It is called karma ninda. We are so much dedicated to the action. We don't have to give up action, understand? I didn't use the word give up, understand? Only dispassion for the action. Because karma is going to produce the result. And for that result, we have to take new birth. So it's a cycle. You perform action, you get the new body, then you get the new body and the new body and the new body, and then you get the human body. Again, you perform actions in human body. That's why Shankaracharya said this human body is called karma adhikar. In human life, again, we'll create so many actions, so many karmas. Then again, we'll get the body. And therefore, he says, phalam ashashvatam, temporary, limited. But this action is going to do what? Gati nirodhakam. This human body is meant for what? This human body is called moksha dwara. It's a door to get rid of this becoming. Cycle of birth and death. In Sanskrit it's called gati. Gati is moksha. But this karma is one which is one who stops you, nirodhika. It becomes an obstacle for getting the moksha. Because it produces the result, and then for the result you have to take the body. Whether it is a daily karmas or puja, whatever. It produces the result, and to get the result of the action, we have to get new body. Therefore, we have to have the dispassion. Now, what is a dispassion? Vairagya. Generally, we think, oh, Swamiji, you have Vairagya. Don't. Wearing this clothes and tilakam doesn't make you Vairagya. What is Vairagya? What is dispassion? Swamiji has very nice definition for Vairagya. What you want and what you do, when you see there is no connection, that is called Vairagya, dispassion. What you want. Suppose you say, I want money. Okay, you got money. What for you want money? I'll be happy. The goal of human life is to be happy. Sukham me syat. I want to be happy. But what you do, does it give you happiness? By phalam ashashvatam. It's a limited. It's a temporary. Last time when I came, I told you this. When it comes to the happiness, what kind of happiness you want? Every human being wants to be happy. I will ask you 6 questions. This is my standard. Anybody remember 6 questions? You want to be happy now, today, and not tomorrow, or you want to be happy every day? I'm not answering, understand? You are answering. You want to be happy every day. You want to be happy in Buffalo and not in California. You want to be happy everywhere. Everywhere. You want to be happy with some people and not all people. All people. You want, this is important. You want to be happy with lot of efforts or no effort. Eh? You want to be happy with lot of efforts? No efforts. You can be happy, but you have to depend on somebody. You want the dependent happiness or independent happiness? Independent. Last. You want to be happy with knowledge or without knowledge? With knowledge, without knowledge? Without knowledge? You are happy but you don't know. Is it okay? That's why I say think. I always tell you, if you want to listen to me, have a cup of tea before coming to the class. 6 things. Everywhere, sarvatra, all the time, sarvada, with everything, sarva, without effort, anayasaha, with knowledge, gnana sahita, and independent, swatantra. Correct? Anybody's any doubt? I'm not telling you. You have to think that you want this kind of happiness or not. Yes. So now I will use one word for all 6 called Ananta Sukham. Limitless happiness. Correct? Not limited by time, not limited by space, not limited by object. Limitless happiness. Not limited by action, anayasa. Not depending on something else. Swatantra. Now there is a logic. Can you desire something which you don't know? Can you desire something which you don't know at all? No. Now every human being has a desire for this limitless happiness. That means it has to be what? Known to you. If it's known to you, then you get it while you're sitting here. If you have a desire, that means sometime, somewhere you have experienced it, otherwise you cannot desire. Somebody who has never tasted Madras coffee, though the name is changed Chennai, but nobody calls Chennai coffee, only Madras coffee. And not even coffee. You know? Because first and last letter is there. In between letters are not there. So pata, bata, everything is same. So coffee and copy, same. Because same letter you use. Pa is there and ma is there. In between it's not there. Pa, ba, bha, no. Ka is there, anga is there. Ka, ga, gha, not there. Still all Tamilian things. Our language is the best one. They think our one the ancient. What ancient? You are missing the letters.
Doesn't need those letters. Cover doesn't need those letters. Copy is not cover, it's from English.
I am not telling. You are telling Madras copy. Copy, in the train. If I have not tasted Madras coffee any time, I'm not going to have a desire for it. Without experience, without having known, how can you desire? So somewhere, sometime you must have desire that ananta sukham. Otherwise, that limitless happiness you cannot desire. These two things, if you remember, nobody can fool in this spiritual life. Understand? I'm telling you honestly. Everything is going live. Two things you have to remember. You cannot desire anything which you don't know. One thing. That means in Sanskrit we call Gnana Purvika Icha. Any desire presupposes the knowledge. Any desire presupposes the knowledge. Gnana Purvika Icha. Same way, suppose I ask you to meditate. Can you meditate upon something which you don't know? Huh? So that means first knowledge or first meditation? Huh?
Meditation and then you get the knowledge.
But without knowledge, how are you going to meditate? Suppose I ask you, meditate upon Dabeli. Can you meditate upon Dabeli? Why? We don't know. See, that's why they use this then the one. Oh, in the heat of meditation, realization will be there. What is the heat of meditation? Don't get into this thing, I'm telling you. Anything which is illogical, don't accept. From whatever mouth it is coming. It has to be logical. You meditate, nothing is wrong. Whole chapter in Bhagavad Gita is for meditation. We are not against meditation. But any meditation presupposes knowledge. Without knowledge, how are you going to meditate upon? That's why I said these two things you have to remember. Without knowledge, there is no desire, and without knowledge, there is no meditation. So now you have a desire for Ananta Sukham, limitless happiness. Where and when? You have a desire means somewhere you have experienced it, otherwise there cannot be a desire. Two times. Every day we experience this. Sleep, deep sleep. In sleep, there is no Bharata, there is no America, there is no buffalo. Once you go to sleep, what is there? Place is there, time is there. No place, no time. Object is there. If we're going to sleep, we'll make our bed and this kind of the mattress and this kind of the pillow and this much is the temperature. Once you go to sleep, what is there? Nothing. And how much effort you have to put? If you think you have to put lot of effort to sleep, You have to go to the metro in India. Standing there on metro, especially this Bombay local train. No effort. Are you depending on something when you are sleeping or independent? Independent. Only one thing is not there. That's why the 6 points are there. Understand? Though it is limitless happiness, but why we have these 6 points? But with one point is not there in the sleep. Knowledge is not there because mind is sleeping. So when you wake up, you remember. Oh, today I had a very good sleep. Not only that, a lot of people in summer they go to India. Why? Char Dham, Kedarnath, Badrinath in Himalaya. So with all this money and efforts, person goes to Badrinath. Going Badrinath, when he is in front of Badrinath, what he does? He is there for Badrinath darshanam. But as soon as the person sees Badrinath, he closes his eyes. Those who have gone, they know this. Why are you closing the eyes? Tell me. You have gone there for Badrinarayan darshanam. Why? Because the desire is fulfilled. Once the desire is fulfilled to be in front of Badrinarayan, you are there. So no desire at that moment. What is there? Only you and Bhagavan. And that's the moment you cherish. Correct? Oh, I had a beautiful darshan of Badrinarayan, beautiful darshan of Tirupati, and you cherish that. Because that's the happiness. That's limited happiness. But again, that desire comes. And again, you start action. So every moment of happiness, it is limitless happiness. But again, new desire will be there, and again, you get into the action. See, you want to see your son and then you go and see your son. When you see the son, you hug him and you close your eyes. That's happiness. No time, no place, no object. So, Ramana Maharshi is telling, you are looking for limitless happiness, but action is the one who is creating the obstacle for you. Gati nirodhakam, understand? Create the obstacle for you to see that limitless happiness, which we call moksha. And therefore, what we should do? If action is an obstacle, our action is the cause for the new birth and death, then everybody will think, oh, okay, from tomorrow I'm going to give up all actions. So next two verses, Ramana Maharshi is telling, you don't have to give up the action, you have to change the attitude towards the action. You don't need to give up the action, you have to change the attitude. Understand? So what is that attitude? So he is telling. Next two verses. ईश्वरार्पितं नेच्छया कृतं ईश्वरार्पितं नेच्छया कृतं चित्तशोधकं मुक्तिसाधकं चित्तशोधकं मुक्तिसाधकं कायवाङ्मन कार्यमुत्तमं कार्यमुत्तमं पूजनं जपश्चिन्तनं क्रमात् पूजनं जपश्चिन्तनं क्रमात्. Very beautiful tune. Look at this. Very nice. You don't have to give up the action. You perform action how? Ishwararpitam. Whatever action you are performing, you develop the attitude that I am offering this action to the Lord. See, that's why any karma when we do, in puja also, at the end what this Pandita does? Huh? He asks you to keep the water in the hand, and what he chants? Kayena vacha manasendriyarva buddhyatmana va prakritir svabhavat karomi yadyat sakalam parasmai narayana yeti samarpayami. But it's not only puja which we offer. Every action we have to offer it to the Lord. And what is this offering? Suppose I offer this action to the Lord, that means who will get the result of the action? Lord, right? Is it so? Then it's easy. Why? You do the wrong action and offer it to Bhagwan. Transferring, you transfer it. But we are very selective. Anything happens wrong when we say, oh, Bhagwan Ichha. Ishwararpanam means you appreciate Ishwara. While you are performing action, how many factors are functioning because of that which you perform an action. In 18th chapter, there is a Adhishthanam. Panchaitani Karanani. There are 5 causes are there for performing any action. Then Adhishthanam. Adhishthanam means this body. The place for performing the action. Karta, that is you. I am the doer. Vividascha cheshta. So this physiological, prana. Different vital forces are functioning in your body. Then, dasakamcha indriyani, the senses. 5 karmendriyas, 5 organ of actions, 5 senses, dasha ekam, understand, 11. Why? Mind. Mind is there, 5 senses are there, 5 sense of organ actions are there. This prana functioning, vital forces. So, out of 5, Adhishthanam is this body. Did you create this body? Did you function this body? No. That means this is not you. All senses are functioning. Is it you? This prana, vividascha cheshta. Only 4 things I will ask. Do you breathe or breathing takes place? You breathe or breathe? You eat food. Do you digest food? And most complicated chemical reaction is our digestive system. You eat sambar, you eat sweet, and you eat curd. Aham Vaishvanaro Bhutva Praninam Dehamashritah Pachami Annam. Then this heart. There are 5 types of the pranas are there. Breathing is called prana. Then removing the impurities from the body. It's called apana. Then digestive, samana. Then this heart is pumping. This is also a nice question. How long this heart pumps? How long this heart pumps? How long it pumps? The answer comes your mind, but you are not telling me. As long as you live, right? Heart pumps as long as you live, or you live as long as the heart pumps? Ulta. Opposite, understand? It's exactly like sunrise. You know? From everybody in the school, we learn what? Sunrise is in the eastern sky. Last time also I told you. Our knowledge itself is wrong, understand? Sun rises in eastern sky, or the direction in which the sun rises is called eastern sky. Huh? Direction doesn't decide the sunrise. Sunrise decides the direction, understand? Sun doesn't rise in eastern sky. That's why Mirabai said, I went to my guru, and what guru did? Ulat bhaye more nayan. All my understanding was wrong understanding. That's why in the beginning only I told you. Vedanta means you have to correct your thinking. As long as heart is pumping, you are alive. When you were in mother's womb, and this heart was only 1 centimeter. From that time it's pumping. See, that's why these doctors, for the pregnant lady, they put the stethoscope on her tummy. Why? He's hearing the heartbeat of the child. It pumps from that time. It's pumping. The pumping blood in the body. Lup, tap, lup, tap. Lup, 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 then what? 9/11. Do you think it's pumping by itself? If heart is pumping by itself, then plane also should fly by itself. Do you understand? There is some conscious being behind it. It's prana, apana, samana, vyana. Called prana cheshta. You are performing action because of that. That's why anything goes wrong in the heart, and doctor says what? Bed rest. All your actions are there because of the heart. All actions are there because you are breathing. That's not in your hand. Breathing is not in your hand. Digestion is not in your hand. Heart is not in your hand. Removing the impurity is not in your hand. Then Daivam Panchakam. 5th one is Daivam. There are factors functioning in this world. So, out of 5, only 1 is you, Karta, the doer. Rest 5 is what? Ishvara. Ishvara in the form of prana. That's why there is a verse. Shwase Shwase Smara Rama. Every breath you remember in the Lord. Why? Nishwase nahi vishwasa. When the breath is out, you are not breathing. That means it's coming back or not, you don't know. And it's not in your hand. And every heartbeat you have to say, thank you, Bhagavan. Thank you, Lord. And every breath you have to say, thank you, Lord. Why? He's performing. Whenever you are hungry, say thank you, Bhagavan. Why? He digested food. That means what? Only the doer is you, rest four are Ishvara, Bhagavan. So, if you appreciate for every action, it's called Ishwararpanam. You appreciate that because of the grace of the Lord, I am performing this action. It's called Ishwararpan Buddhi. We offer our, Arpanam is offering. We offer all our actions to Ishvara. Nechaya Kritam. Without desire. That desire means what? Without desire there is no action, understand. Means particular result of the action. Not keeping in the mind the particular result of the action, you perform the action. But why are you telling me? I'm performing action, it's fine. No. When, as I said, in the beginning, we need this adhyatmika punya. It's called nishkama karma, what we call it. There's sakama karma, the karma for the particular result of the action. And then the actions which are, we don't have the particular result of the action, but we perform. We help somebody, we do the prayer. Selfless activity. But what it does? Chitta shodhakam. It purifies your mind. When you are performing this kind of the action, it purifies your mind. Chitta shodhakam. And what is this chitta? What is this purification of the mind? Mukti sadhakam. It is a means to gain the moksha, liberation. So, prerequisite for the moksha is what? Purification of the mind. Until and unless the pure mind is there, the moksha is not possible. So, whatever action you perform, you appreciate that because of His grace, I am performing this action. See, that's why even those days, when they cook food, those days the fire was there, wood fire. So when they start the fire for food, they offer 1 spoon of ghee into the fire. Why? Because he is going to cook food for us. Once the food is ready, the rice is ready, 1 spoon of the cooked rice also we offer to the fire. It's called appreciation. We have to have that. So many factors are functioning. Known, unknown factors are there. And so, when you offer your actions to the Lord, it purifies your heart. Chitta Shodha. Now, what is the purified mind? How do you know, or how do I know that my mind is very pure? How do I know? There are 3 things are there. First thing is peace of mind. First thing is what? Peace of mind. There is no agitations, vikshepa. There is no kind of the chinta, worries. Why? He is there. Because of His grace only, I am performing. Called Sannidhi. That's why Bhagwan Sannidhi we call. You appreciate the presence of Ishvara, presence of the Lord. See, when you go to the marriage, children also are there. And they don't need any introduction. Two children are playing. The third will join, and then fourth will join, and fifth will join, and they will play. But every child, every few minutes, it will turn and see what he sees. Mother. Eh? Suppose one child turns and mother is not there on the chair is empty. What will happen? Mama, standing there, he's still now. Understand? Mama is not there, he's still. Then he starts shouting, crying. In all this hustle bustle, mother hears that. And standing there, she will tell, yes, I am here. This child hears that. The voice of mother. And as soon as he hears mother, relax. Understand? He's relaxed. That's called presence of Ishvara. Swamiji's sentence is, you can relax only in the lap of Ishvara. And He's always there. Every heartbeat is telling He is there. Every breath is telling He is there with you. Presence, Sannidhi. Ishwararpan Buddhi means you have that trust. The Lord is with me. We go to sleep because we have a trust that I will wake up. Understand? You trust that you will wake up. If you don't trust, you won't go to sleep. So, Ishwararpan Buddhi means you have a trust. No, if I trust, but there's so much wrong things are going on in my life. Not your life or my life. Everybody has always something wrong there. In Gujarat, we say, if you eat the moong, the green gram, always there is a one stone there. You like it, but there is always one stone. That's human life. And suppose there is a movie. Give me 5 minutes more. In that movie, that hero is a very good person. No crying, no tantrums, going to the school and study everything. Sports also is excellent. And there is a heroine. She is also very nice, no tantrum. Then they got married. There is no third person. In marriage also, that's what in all our Bollywood movies. There is no third person. So they got married. They are happy. No quarreling. No dispute. No personal space required. And they had a child. A child also is very good boy. Then they had a girl, very good girl. Who will go and see movie? Tell me. are going to go see this movie? Eh? In India, what called some masala has to be there. Eh? Villain has to be there. They are about to marry. Something happens. And somebody asked Ratan Tata, what is human life? So he said, human life is that angiography of the heart. This is human life. If it is this, then what? Do you want this? Up and down. Understand? That's life. If there is no up and down, there is no life. It's like our movie. See, all this Ramayana, Bhagavad, if you see the verses, the proportion of the verses, Mahabharata is 100,000 verses are there. Ramayana also, so many verses are there. But when everything is normal, it is very short descriptions. But the time this Mahabharata war started, all details are given. Half of the verses are the description of this 18 days war, understand? Only 18 days. But half of Mahabharata is the description of this 18 days war. Half of Ramayana is the 14 years of Ram Vanvas, understand? Why? It tells us in adversity how we should behave, what should be our attitude. And nowadays I'm telling one more thing. All this, these Kathakars, they tell all these Ramayana stories and Bhagavata stories, In Ramayana, when it comes to Vanvas, he start blaming Kaikai and create some kind of dislike in our heart also for Kaikai. And then he cries, oh, Rama has to go to one. Now whole audience also is crying, Oh, look at this, Lord Rama is going to the forest. Sita also is going forest. Tell me, did Ram cry? Did Sita cry? Did Sita lamented? Look at this. He is going, I have to go with him. What kind of marriage is this? Did he say? Did she say? If she is not crying, Lord Rama is not crying, then why are you crying here sitting? Understand? That's a wrong message we are giving to the people. He never lamented, I have to go to forest. No. He was happy there. Then why are we crying? Rama never had any kind of the dislike for Kaikai in his heart. No. For him, even Kaikai is beloved than Kaushalya, understand her, his own mother. He respected Kaikai. He loved Kaikai. But these people are create what? See, that's a wrong message. Do you understand what I'm telling? Happily they went to the forest. Even Vasishta said that you don't have to go to forest because you are the prince. You didn't give the promise to Kaikai. So by the Dharma Shastra also, Lord Rama didn't need to go, understand. But he went there. Why? Pitruvachana Paripalanaya, to make his father's word true. Understand? Then he was happy there. 13 years they were happily living in the forest. Only last year that Ravana came and abducted Sita. But all 13 years, if you see Valmiki Ramayana, they were living there happily. Never lamented. So life is like that. Up and down is a life. Every adversity in the life is not to make you depressed, not to make you unhappy. I was in Massachusetts. There is a family, two daughters, son, and their children. They said that in our life, the best time was this lockdown in Corona time. Why? The whole family was together in one house. They said we just enjoyed like anything. I was in Texas, that also they said, all three sisters and this brother and their children and their in-laws and all of them were living in one home. They said we enjoyed like anything. And how you take the situation is in your hand. That's why that attitude gives you the purification of the mind. You welcome adversity. That's called chitta shodha, understand? That's a purification of the mind, that you are ready for anything. We don't need to. But, as I said, he is the one who created this world. So somebody came and told me, see, every place you go to the bank or you go to the airport, there is a complaint box, Always there. If you find something, you can write the note and can put there. That they can make it better. Then the person asked me, did Bhagwan put this complaint box in the world? I said he doesn't need to. Why? Every human mind is a complaint box. Why my hair is like that, and why my eyebrow is like that, and why my skin is like that. That's why all this fashion industry, these cosmetic industries are there, because you have a complaint about your body. They are earning because of your complaint. Acceptance. It's called what? Acceptance. That acceptance has to be there. Whatever is there in the life, I'm ready to accept. I'm ready to face. That's called chitta shodhakam. That's a purification of the mind. You are ready for anything. No need to blame. No need to blame anybody. No need to blame oneself. No need to see in India, nobody is around for blaming. Then what? Bhagwan doesn't listen to. He's always there for blaming. ये भगवान क्या करता है? He wanted your advice. Pure mind means what? There is no complaint. There is no depression. There is happily you accept whatever is there in your life. Swamiji's word is cheerful acceptance. That's called pure mind, means there is a cheerful acceptance. And that mind is available for the liberation. Mukti sadhakam. Until unless there is a purification of the mind, the last goal of human life called moksha, freedom, is not possible. And therefore he says, chitta shodhakam mukti sadhakam. Tomorrow we go further. Om asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrutyurma amrutangamaya ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ हरि